And it's a... Well, we did forget about that one. Outworld Devourer for HFN. Very aggressive, strong farming hero. This lane is a little bit closer. Oh, that's the first blood that I missed because Tusk used tag team and Saul in the last one. Ice Shards on the King RD, uses the God's Rebuke to knock them back, and the missile hits. Another kill. Right now he's getting his head bashed in. Meanwhile, top, Dark Willow gets caught out by this combo. Trees lead them on a merry chase. She doesn't have a TP scroll, so this Dark Willow is in fact dead. Missile come through, and they'll give the kill to Gyrocopter. Almost up to level 6. There's the Astro in prison. Dialco over to the side. He'll get the Ice Shards, but he's going to go point blank on this. Just waiting on the Boundless strike to go through. They drop the hammer. The Snowball brings them a little bit closer as well, going deep for that kill. Missile's going to chase down King RD, and there's the Tusk on the backside, ready for the tag team. The Spear misses. Mars at level 4. A lot of the Rocket Barrage going on the creep wave, but it doesn't really matter. Dialco now chasing down the Crystal Maiden. Ice Shards over to the side, a little bit of a miss, but the Snowball will come through, getting them out of the Bramble Maze, navigating it very well. There's a stun available. Rocket Barrage is there. Yeah. Looks like the hook is a little bit off the mark. They're going to go for the Rupture with the Illuminate on top. Do they have the damage for the Slark? No. But they're going to chase the Slark down a little bit more with the Decay. He jumps in. That's a kill. OD showing up, drops the hammer right away. There you go. Someone's going to get that kill on the Slark, and if it's not Pudge, it's going to be the OD. HFN rotates through, gets the kill. Meanwhile, top, Tusk still making things happen. They're going to take the beeline around the trees, and there you go. Astro in prison, the Illuminate will be on top of it. It's not going to be a huge amount of damage, but they get the a lot onto the Crystal Maiden. Now, getting gone on by the Monkey King. There's a hook available, but the Alcor is just going to run on in. The tag team, so much damage to him. The sun will come through, and the Touch denies himself. The Alcor now forced to run back about going onto that. They do force the hook. They force the TP in to help. We'll go after King RD. There's going to be the OD there to get the kill as well. Do get to a point in the game where the combo doesn't work so well. OD with some trouble in bottom, drops a hammer for it, but the Wukong's command King RD. He's underneath the sentry. He's got to be careful. HFN, there's a blink forward, but the BKB's already there. Will the Wisp say goodbye to your Mars? HFN walks right through the wall. He doesn't care at all. Dark Will now trying to get out. The Ice Shards are there, and they'll find her. No chance of being able to get out. Slark might want to go for this. They see the Mars over the trees, go after the Slark. I see them getting ready for a series Eclipse. Meanwhile, they've got Pudge on the high ground. He's on the low ground right now, getting the Dismember. Where's the hammer going to be dropped? There it is, and they have no way of being able to stand against it. Crystal Maiden wanders in. He's like, hey, where'd my team go? What happened to them? Everybody's here. They put the Will of the Wisp down. They cut down the trees. He's been put to sleep. He's been stunned. And this Monkey King is in a lot of trouble. Nice Terrorize. But this Monkey is staying in the middle of the Will of the Wisp. The hook is up. Dark Willow doing a great job of keeping... Oh, throws out the hook, and I believe he just hits the OD with it. Meanwhile, though, mid lane, Terrence has been killed. Ice Shards in the mid lane. Gyrocopter is there. Snowball onto the back line as Crystal Maiden's getting caught out. Drop the hammer! These heroes are gone! First set of racks to go. Slark is going to be back in a sec, bring him into the fight a little bit sooner. Blood Arena is there as well. He's got his blink. Does he decide to go in? This is really where the initiation has to be, and they go onto the OD, spearing him into the barracks, but it doesn't matter because it's a beautiful snowball from the Tusk to get the save there. OD almost dead, but that is only the Aegis. You've done half the job, and you think that you did the whole thing, but you didn't. You didn't. You left him out there. There was still an Aegis. 20k gold lead for him. I don't think it's going to stay 3-2-2. And it's, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not a throw. Blood Arena is down. Pudge getting a lot of damage done to him, but the BKB popped by HFN. You can't do nothing to this guy. Wukong's command down as well. HFN just goes for the backlines. He doesn't care about the Monkey. Goodbye to your Slark. The hammer dropped on his head. Terrorize knocks everybody back. Maybe they kill off the OD here. He's taking a lot of damage. He will be stunned, but nope, he won't because that's the Astral in prison, keeping himself alive. Dark Will is still trying to go for this one, but HFN, he's still alive. Nothing's going to take him down here. And Gyrocopter's Black Cannon still making life hell on the backlines for NOPING Esports. Lapsus looking ready to go as he's going to be forced into action in just a second because his Mars is now dead. The Alcor goes forward, blows up the Dark Will, and that's game number 1, going to Pain Gaming. Finally looking as strong as people expected them to be in this qualifier, albeit a little bit late, but hey, they're still playing for a chance to go to the minor. Oh, it's a Pain Gaming special. Finding light. He'll get him away over to the high ground. That's the best Kato player in the world. And Tuska's on the back. This is the first blood. This is a first blood. Not even a Bro Strike used. Terrence's favorite taunt, most likely. There's the open wounds. Crystal Maiden eats a mango to get enough mana for the Crystal Nova as soon as that slow is gone. I think Wellis is going to try to... Nope, he can't even try to deny himself. He actually skills Decay at the last second. Nice stuns coming out again, but the tag team is there. And the Burrow Strike goes through the missile, ends up getting the Sand King low. Nyx Assassin did use a Spike Carapace. Other than the kills. Illuminate on top of the Crystal Maiden. They're going for the 4-minute rune. And Coddle's dead. CM even gets the Arcane rune. Let's track a little bit more farm. But they know where King... Okay, over in the top lane, they know where King RD is. And he's got no way of staying alive. But it's really the aggression that's bottom that they won. Crystal Maiden's so low. Doesn't have any charges on her stick. They're going to try to divide and conquer here. Coddle finds one. There we have the go at bottom. Lelis getting stuck in the trees. Coddle, oh no, the hook hits. HFN TP's in. He gets the Sprout onto the Crystal Maiden. She falls. The Alcor looking for the Life Stealer on the backside. And they get some vision. Burrow Strike into the epicenter. It goes off, and Nature's Prophet is super dead. HFN walks in and ends up dying there. A couple of TPs over to the mid lane to take down Lapsus. Lelis is getting low. We'll get the hook out. Blinding Light back. There's a... Oi! He gets him anyway through the Burrow Strike. What a nice hook. A lot of heroes showing up over the top. Coddle in some trouble. They should find 2 off of this. Lapsus chasing down the Coddle. Coddle trying to split the uprights as far as teammates go. And Tusk tried his best, but his best was not good enough, but it's still helping. The Ice Shards takes the Crystal Maiden a little bit lower. The Decay is there. They're looking for the Nyx Assassin. They get the Lelis. Will be hit by a lot of stuns here. Vendetta as well as the Impel. Pudge in some trouble. Can he deny himself? He tries and he does. It'll be Maelstrom next for him. Impel over the trees on the Lelis. Burrow Strike there as well. What else are they going to spend here? Open wounds? Can you deny yourself? Not this time. Ooh, Crystal Maiden in some trouble. The stun doesn't hit, but the Ice Shards do. They just watch that Crystal Maiden go down. They jump onto Tuscan top. He needs some help. He needs a snowball. He's never going to get the chance. That's the initiation. Gyrocopter now makes it over to the top lane. Spike Carapace gets used. The missile is going to chase these heroes down. Lapsus in some trouble. Lelis looking for the hook and is looking to be blocked by Nyx Assassin. Well, the Whiff still goes down. There's the call down, and Lapsus in a ton of trouble. Gyrocopter still getting wrecked here, though. Lapsus gets a split earth down. Nyx is dead. Burrow Strike with the epicenter through. That should almost take care of the Gyrocopter, but he's being forced to run over to the west. Infest will kill him. HFN in some trouble, trying to get out. He's not going to be able to have that TP off of cooldown. So now it is not going well at all for Pain Gaming top. Great fight for NOPING so far, and Lelis really has to get away, but here comes Tusk back in the fight. The snowball's going to take him to the back lines, getting the Ice Shards out. Terrence turns around, goes right for the Tusk, and will take him as well. Dominating streak with a blink forward from King. He goes after the Coddle. Burrow Strike is up in 1 second. 444 trying to move around. He's going to make it through the trees, but is he going to make it out? Burrow Strike instead goes on to the Pudge, and it's a 4-hero gangbang from NOPING Esports, taking the Pudge low. He's a bit of a tough kill, but he is most likely going to die. Dismember goes through. Pudge and still some trouble at top. Illuminate will come through the trees. Spike Carapace isn't used in time, but there's only so much the Coddle can do. And everybody's dying here at top. Call down goes on to the Crystal Maiden. They'll at least find that kill. Rocket Barrage will secure it. Maybe they find the Sand King. They do know that the Crystal Maiden is there. And that might be the kill that they get. The vision isn't the greatest. Crystal Maiden wants to slow these guys down. The Will-O-Wisp is there to find King RD, the dismember, but they have a lot of area stuns for the Sand King. Brostrike over to the high ground. The missile still chasing him down. Gyrocopter to the high ground. He doesn't have his BKB yet. Tusk in some trouble, and he's going to have no chance of getting out of here. Crystal Maiden will fall, but the Gyrocopter's dead as well. Double kill for Lapsus. But HFN has gotten into the fight. BKB as he gets... Oh, no. Oh, no. He's dead, and they've gotten so many bonus kills on the mid lane. Oi, nice little hook there. Epicenter to come through, and this might be a very interesting situation. Pudge in some trouble. The pipe helps a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. And Gyrocopter's been Yule Sceptered up into the air. Slowed down with the open wounds. Will-O-Wisp does help a little bit, but Lapsus's BKB doesn't seem to worry about it at all. Still farm, but farm is only so effective on the Nature's Prophet. Savior of the dire race this time around. And he gets the Let's Drag back in. He's going to get the Dismember off. Radiant side have to respond. Lapsus is going to fight. HFN doesn't want to TP that close in. Pipe of Insight used. Coddle will fall. That's a really important kill. As 40R pops the BKB on the high ground. There's the Aegis taken on Leshrac. They need to kill him immediately after this. When the Sprout goes on the King RD over to the side, I don't know if that's the best idea though. Pain Gaming want to disengage, and they might not be allowed to. Stun onto the Gyrocopter's BKB is over. Dismember underneath the tower, but with the Nyx Assassin walking in with the Spike Carapace on into the Decay, that's the Pudge falling. This is not looking good at all for Pain Gaming now. That might force NOPING back. We really close on the Lapsus. And AC, it's a very long build-up. Gyrocopter stunned out in mid. The deny won't happen yet, and the Gyrocopter just tries to run away. HFN into the fight, going right after the Nyx Assassin. He's been put asleep, and the Nyx Assassin dies. HFN going ham, and he's going to go for the tower. Epicenter chasing him down after the BKB is done. He'll die. Can they get anything on the backside? Lapsus surrounded by 2. Does Gyrocopter have the damage? No, he does not. The hook will eventually finish off the Leshrac. Big kill for Pain Gaming. Nyx Assassin buys back. Pudge gets burnt down. So that will be a full 5-man team wipe. I don't really see the Tusk getting away from here. Doesn't have enough mana to survive, and maybe the Burrow Strike through with the Impale on top of it. I think they might want to start thinking about the Lincolns. 40R uses the BKB very early, and they're kind of grouped up here. Pudge getting stunned out. Keeper of the Light in a lot of trouble. Pudge is dead. So is the Coddle. And this Gyrocopter uses BKB really early. And is solid in that. But Tusk actually gets a kill onto the Crystal Maiden on the backside. I don't think there's a tool to deal with it right now on Pain Gaming. He'll go in, blink over, but he's blinked right into the enemy team. Going after Lapsus again. Ice Shards are there. Lelis in some trouble. Force Staff back. Nice Blinding Light to get everybody away from Pudge. They're going to use the Dismember onto the Lifestealer. He immediately gets interrupted in that Decay. Lapsus will fall. That's just the Aegis. He's not even dead yet. He's not. Now he's dead. That's just the Aegis. HFN trying to battle it out. He does have buyback, and he'll use it immediately. 40R standing strong. Everybody's falling asleep in the Will-O-Wisp. Gyrocopter needs to get out. He needs a Force Staff away, and it's not going to be there. Buyback available. HFN can't really get gone on by Terrence here, and they need to take this Lifestealer down. They'll get hit with the Sprout. That's a big kill onto the Lifestealer. Can they get more? We'll go for the Crystal Maiden. Could have TP'd a bit further, but you don't want Lapsus to turn it. 8k gold lead. HFN finds Lapsus in the trees. Yule Scepter to try to stave off the threat of the Sprout. Walrus Punch in. They kill off Lapsus. They give up a big kill. BKB to get out, and he's not going to have enough time on it. He sprouts himself, and he's going to die back. Pain Gaming need to not give up any kills here. And they most likely, Burrow Strike onto a few. This is going to be the initiation. BKB used. Keeper of the Light just taken down so quickly. Will-O-Wisp is down. Sand King is being stuck in this one. The Coddle buys back. Gyrocopter can't afford to die here. He needs a Force Staff, and he's not going to get it. Gyrocopter dies back. That's 110 seconds that he's dead, and that should be the game. Type of Insight won't do enough. And that's Megas. HFN caught out. No BKB used. Force Staff to get him away. Walrus Punch to keep him alive for a little bit longer. There's a freezing field. Lelis is getting taken down really low. Lifestealer hides in the catapult, but HFN is dead. That's the game. So NOPING bring it back in game number 2. Pain Gaming troll them a little bit with the same exact lineup. But in the end, NOPING Esports take the victory and bring us back to 1 game apiece in this best of 5. At least you get a couple more dragons. That's always fun. They go Storm Spirit instead. Okay, we were talking about the Storm Spirit a little bit earlier in the series. HFN will be, and actually the first blood's going to be top. Legion Commander dead. Back over to the lane since her TP was already used with rotation. Oh, that's dead. But, oh man, Lapsus is taking more kills here on mid. Personally, I don't feel like Legion Commander is that strong of a hero. Leshrac in some trouble on mid. That's going to be the disruption with the Split Earth there. They get the Remnant on top of Lapsus. The arrow could come through. They have to be careful. Still lots of poison. That's the Leshrac over to the side. No TP available. Meanwhile, they do finally find that kill onto Mars. And level 7. Big damage with the Split Earth. Diabolic gets him knocked away a little bit while that's still going on. Still chasing this down. The old guy on the horse is super dead. And with the Wraith King tanking the tower, that is fine. They're going after Lapsus, but Lapsus, okay, does get the Vortex off in time. Still huge damage from the Pulse. Missile goes out on the King RD. Nice dodge of the Spear to go through. 3 stacks of poison on King RD. 4 will be it, and then 4 will net them the kill. Meanwhile, Legion Commander going down once again. Lapsus getting the double kill in mid. 444 still finds that one. This game, man. Mars possibly in some trouble at bottom. He throws the spear out, and he's going to be able to juke the Shadow Demon. But the disruption is there. Call down, put down as well. I don't think there's going to be any TP rotations because this Mars is just dead again. 3 stacks of the poison. Dual Scepter into control. They find the Legion Commander in the trees. Split Earth underneath the Diabolic with the Pulse Nova on top of it. You need to use Press the Attack. Reaction to top. Crystal Maiden in the tree. She's going to put down the Freezing Field. Interrupted by the Shadow Demon. They're going to get a dual win off of this. But the Disco Pony is the one that gets caught out underneath the Sentry Ward. They're even going to duel him for it. Storm Spear is going to be going for a Bloodstone. The Blood Arena gets put down. Legion Commander just goes in and keeping them from doing anything more. Shadow Demon in a lot of trouble. The stars are going to make life so difficult for him, but he does get the disruption off, but he will die immediately thereafter. Storm Spirit zip zaps in, zip zaps out. Reincarnation, just proc there by HFN. Good timing. So NOPING Esports might be able to get this kill, missing the Blood Arena, well, missing the Spear rather, onto the Legion Commander. That's probably not going to matter. She's still very dead. Dual Scepter will keep her there. Pulse Nova right next to the Leshrac. Arrow in the face. Nope, not even an arrow, just a spear. Roshan goes to NOPING Esports. They're quickly making their way over, but it's too late. Putting it on him. Seeing if they can pick up anybody mid. They get the blink, they get the duel, they get the kill onto the Mirana. Lelis won't break anything, and they don't have a Sentry Ward, so they'll just go for this kill. Dual Scepter up in the air. Blinding Light isn't going to get used. You can't get close enough. They'll just lose the weak. Storm Spirit is farming so close to them, but there they go. Blood Arena down. Disruption is going to save the Storm Spirit, give him the survivability that he needs, but Shadow Demon's been caught out in here as well. Here comes the Gyrocopter, though. Big Daddy BKB takes down the Crystal Maiden. They need a little bit more. They need to kill off the Mars. They've taken him quite low. Reincarnation almost popped for the Wraith King. There it is. King RD staying alive by the skin of his teeth as Lapsus gets in the fight, killing off the Storm Spirit. Arrow with the Split Earth on top of it. That's the combo chased down by the Leshrac here. There's the Dual Scepter into the Split Earth on the bottom of it. They throw the spear into the trees. Arrow comes through, but Wraith King prompting out an immediate Moonlight Shadow. Forced out to the low ground. HFN goes into everybody, but is that really where you want to be? The Will-O-the-Wisp is so good, it's making it impossible to clean up the Storm Spirit. He makes his way around. Terrence is already so low. Buyback from the Crystal Maiden, and HFN... He catches the arrow. Terrence walks in. They're right next to the shrine. This might not be the best place to fight, but the Blood Arena goes down. They're all healing up. Dunha's right next to the Storm Spirit, ready to take down the Mirana, but they're not going to find it just yet. They need a little bit more. Eventually they do find it, and Storm Spirit gets to the low ground. 444 hides inside the Roche Pit. They will TP away, and they need a disruption to be able to keep her alive. The Blood Arena goes on the backside. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden is the first kill for the dire side. I guess that's all right, but they need to find so much more. The Will-O-the-Wisp is huge. They find Mars, but now Leshrac gets into the fight. Storm Spirit getting taken quite low. He'll get the Zip Zap over to the side. They won't find him. There's nobody that can chase him. He needs some more mana, though. He'll get hit with the Yule Scepter with the Split Earth on the ground. There's no chance at a disruption to save him. And the Big Daddy Wraith King is still going ham on the other side of the fight. Lapsus ready to go for the high ground. Storm Spirit buys back, pops the Reincarnation, and now gets the Orchid Silence on the Leshrac. That's a great buyback, and they're going to find the Leshrac possibly a little bit more. They need some vision, and they get it, and they don't have a disruption. Find another hero. Ooh, Courier as well, possible. Lapsus right next to this. HFN very low. He's going to die to the freezing field. Didn't even care. Run it into the fight. There's Mars getting a kill on the backside. Lelis is most likely going to die. There he goes. Gyrocopter once in. They're going to get some vision with the Illuminate. There's the Will-O-the-Wisp. Gyrocopter goes into the pit. They want the Aegis, and Gyrocopter is not able to find it. Now Wraith King has 3 lives to try to deal with. This is not looking good for Pain Gaming. Gyrocopter up in the air. His BKB is over, and he's got no way to survive after this one. He's built up the Butterfly, and now he's dead. 80 seconds on the sidelines. HFN just wants to go farm. Shadow Demon will try to get out, but he's been hit by the arrow. Noping Esports, I mean, game number 1 was not even close at all, but they have been capitalizing on the fact that Pain Gaming only know how to pick. Oh no, he's dead. Stop, he's already dead. Do that, and Leshrac was waiting for him. Full set of Rex down. The Illuminate will do its best to keep these heroes out. They'll use Disruption. Here's the taunt onto the backside with the Will-O-the-Wisp on top. Do they have enough damage to kill off the dual target? They do. Lapsus is dead. Beautiful initiation from Pain Gaming. They know that Terrence has the Aegis and the Reincarnation. There's the Reincarnation. Arrows go everywhere with the Wraithfire Blast. Shadow Demon in some trouble. He needs a Disruption to stay alive. He uses onto the aggressive target, so he'll fall himself. They're doing all of this without the Storm Spirit. Freezing Field, making sure that Pain Gaming don't initiate. Looks like she's been building a BKB for most of the game. They find the duel onto Mars. He's put the Blood Arena down. They can't quite kill him off in the middle of his Blood Arena, though. The missile goes through. The BKB of the Gyrocopter is done, so he's making a beeline back now. Gem of True Sight on the ground. Storm Spirit staying alive. They found Gyrocopter over to the side, though, and he is going to get very low, but not fall. The only hero that the dire side loses is the Coddle. The rest of the team is showing up, and Coddle eats the arrow in the face. Blink up to the high ground for Mars. There's a BKB used. HFN gets his BKB off, and he goes right to work on the Crystal Maiden, as has been the case for most of it. Duel gets used on the Leshrac. The Shadow Demon really doesn't want to be there. They need to focus Lapsus down, and they get him. 100 seconds on the sideline, and he doesn't have buyback. Wraith King using his Blade Mail to great effect. There's a disruption to keep the Storm Spirit alive for now, and it's time for the Gyrocopter to start getting into this fight. He was trying to TP away from the Wraith King. Pain Gaming looking for a disengage. Lots of zip zaps away from the Storm Spirit, but leave Gyrocopter. The BKB popped by Terrence. That'll be it. Also finding the Shadow Demon. The creeps are following the Mirana, though. BKB used, going after the support. Nice Blinding Light once again. And Storm Spirit's going pretty deep for this, but as soon as his BKB is over, he's going to have to back up. Buyback from the Gyrocopter to get into this fight. Reincarnation available once again for the Wraith King. The Storm Spirit has gotten stunned. BKB used. Terrence looking to die. Everybody's going to get stunned up by the Wraithfire Blast. Storm Spirit over to the side. Zip zaps out, in, all over the place. Wraith King might actually die here. He's getting low, so is the Gyrocopter. The Gyrocopter will stay alive. The stars will not be hitting him. Yule Scepter going to get dodged. Arrow caught by the Coddle, but the spear finds the play. Doesn't find anybody. Now everybody's used their BKBs. Shadow Demon falls to an arrow. Wraith King still alive. Storm Spirit found with an arrow on the backside. That's it. He'll buy back. Still 2 heroes dead for 60 seconds, for the most part. Most of 60 seconds. Take an average. NOPING Esports back up after this. It's taking them a while to kill these towers without a whole lot of commitment from people. Another Diabolic Edict used. Creep Wave gone. HFN with a final stand uses the BKB, lapses up in the air with the Yule Scepter. They're trying to take down the Disco Pony, but they just can't do it. Now that's Megas. They find it. Get another tool for them to push into the base. Aegis goes on to the Wraith King. And he's been stunned by an arrow. Blink to the backside. Blood Arena's down. Coddle falls, 120 seconds dead. They get the hit onto Shadow Demon as well. He's got his buyback. Now, can Gyrocopter do enough damage? The Satanic has been equipped, but they still have to kill off these creeps. And Terrence, he's got 3 lives. It's 1/3 of a cat. Storm Spirit gets the Mirana. They get the kill onto the Wraith King, but now NOPING Esports all rush in. The BKBs are done. GG's called. NOPING go up 2-1, trying to break Pain Gaming's hearts here. Now, go for a Monkey King. All right. So we're ready for game number 4. Interesting how this top lane is gone. Ooh, Sand King getting the Undying thrown around at bottom. Huge damage there, and that's your first blood, at least in my opinion. Lapsus gets the Jingu Mastery, Boundless Strike available, going in onto the TA, taking the tower aggro. The Wukong's command goes down. Lapsus is going to try to escape some of the damage, and he does kill the TA before he dies. 1-for-1 trade in mid. Maiden tries to get out. Dude, meanwhile, top, there's a call onto the Monkey King as he tries to jump onto him, but I don't see the Axe getting out of this one. Surrounded by 4 heroes. There's a Burrow Strike with an Epicenter on top of it, trying to kill off the Undying. The Shrine has been popped, but the Undying will get thrown away from it for his Blink Dagger. Rubik's been caught out. Actually, he's been the one doing the caughting. That's English. Oh, Rubik. He uses the Laguna Blade onto the creep to try to take the Battle Hunger off of him, but I don't know if... I think he just didn't use it onto the right creep there. Tombstone... They cut the right tree as well. They knew exactly where this Monkey King was. Meanwhile, Templar Assassin is going down elsewhere on the map. But Lapsus falls. Epicenter being charged up though, and here's the blink in, shown from the Sand King. Undying that's doing that. Blink in from the Axe to go for the Crystal Maiden. It's unfortunately caught out. Now the TA, what is going on with this TA? She's died twice already. That'll be 3. I don't know what's going on with her. Undying now possibly caught out. They cut the tree. He goes her into the corner. His ultimate's now done. And the Monkey King gets into battle. Naga has enough money for her ultimate orb. Down bottom though, Sand King is getting caught out. Laguna Blade and the Dust used. They'll get it here. But the Axe is already peeled off. Or has he? There he goes. I don't know what the Rubik thought he was doing. He gets the Dragon Slave from Rena back over to the mid lane. Tons of heroes here. Burrow Strike with the Dust on top of the Sand King. Undying taken rather low. King RD though, he is top lane. Crystal Maiden is super dead. Monkey King still wants to go for more bounty runes, so he gets all the gold. Now he's been given the Battle Hunger by the Axe. Naga's doing a little bit better with farming. There's the Burrow Strike into the Axe call. Wukong's command gets used, and this is one of the times where the Sand King stays alive. Axe has to get out of this Wukong's command, and he will. Fatebolt taking him quite low. Dragon Slave available now for Dunha, but he's going to get wrecked apart by this Templar Assassin. Only 2 hits are what she needs. Lifestealer in some trouble, but he's got the rage to keep going here. And Rubik will buy back, but they almost had the Lifestealer down. Now they don't. He's got more than half of his health remaining. Infest trying to get the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, Laguna Blade over to the side. That's a double kill for 40R. HFN chasing the Crystal Maiden. The Radiant's burning her down. Gets the rage off to make sure that he gets that kill. In my opinion, gone for the wrong itemization on Naga's side. And her farming speed is just too slow. Blink forward for a Crystal Maiden. Maybe that's not the greatest use to be there for another 16 seconds. Might get reclaimed, at which point the Templar Assassin honestly just wants to die, but NOPING aren't going for it. She's just getting taken a little bit low. There's the Aegis taken. Lapsus doing a ton of damage. Wukong's command is looking pretty good. He turns into a tree to try to get out, and he will not fall. He's still up. Eventually the Soul Rip finds him. The Hurricane Pike will be next for her. Blink into call. The CM is not really in the best place. She might manage to survive here, but she's just 20k gold lead for Pain Gaming. So the call, the Naga Siren call goes through. Epicenter's there. I think the song is canceled a little bit late. The Lina falls, so does the Monkey King though, and that's probably the much more important kill. Lella's chasing down the Naga Siren. They'll kill her off, and they just called it GG. No point in a buyback here. We're going game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it. 2 Brazilian teams fighting it out. And we're going to see the most Dota that we possibly can here in the South American qualifiers. It's gonna have to be the big carry, and it's gonna be the Arc Warden. That's exciting. Meanwhile, while I go away from the lane, it's exactly the wrong move. This Observer's terrible. And another courier snipe by the Rubik. That's a bit aggressive. We're at top. We have the Inkswell going on to the Magnus. Magnus getting low. LSA hits once again onto the Grimstroke, and the Lina will find him in the trees. That's a kill until he gets a bit closer. Now in the mid lane, Laps is way too far up. He's not got a death pulse. He's super dead. Now Lina comes in from behind, trying to go after HFN. Stayed for a little bit long. It was a little bit crazy to think that he was going to be able to have any kind of effect there. The Rays are going to chase after him. Top. We've got, ooh, Skewer. He's not going to be able to get out. See what's going on. It's the Lina. Now Lapsus is going to get hit with an Inkswell. There's a Spark right there as well. They want to give the kill to the Arc Warden, and he gets the hit uphill to find it. Oh, he tried the cliff. He tried to get him on the cliff. With the first Elder Dragon form, this Dragon Knight takes the tower. Really have the range for it. And does he walk? Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Why would you do it? 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 That doesn't make sense. That's not how you Dota. Anyway, Lapsus in the mid lane. He's about to get taken down. Lift is there. Rubik gets the revenge to feed so that he could get Reaper Scythe and then get some revenge. Axe will fall inside the jungle. Meanwhile, though, we've got Rubik going deep in the mid lane for the Undying kill. They're just looking for some vision, and then they find it onto the Lifestealer. Can they get this kill? The Undying will do a good job of keeping the Lifestealer alive. There's the Soul Bind, and Rubik is in the middle of everybody. I guess they didn't want to fight that bad. Meanwhile, top, they kill off the Undying, and the Dragon Knight will stay alive. Axe over to the side. He wants to go for the backlines. He definitely doesn't want to go for the Lifestealer, but he might with all that damage being done. He gets stunned underneath the tower. RP goes through, but we've got the call. Axe is so patient, waiting on the backlines. The Lifestealer is dead. It's just so perfect. It's so good. The patience from this Axe to wait until the initiation came through from the Magnus. He knew that RP was going to be there. He knew that there was absolutely no way that the Magnus didn't have Blink, that he waited. And as soon as that RP goes through, he gets the counter initiation. That fight, Dragon Knight completes the Radiance. Dragon Tail onto the Undying. So much damage there immediately. There's your Dragon Breath. After that, Undying goes down. Rubik over to the side getting caught out, but someone else has been caught out as well. It's the Magnus. Shrine popped. Lella's chasing down the Lifestealer, and Lifestealer is going to go right into him, but HFN just does so much damage. Necrophos will be slowed down by this race as well. Blinked to the call, to the Necrophos, as the Arc Warden just TPs right in. The creep dies. Dragon Knight runs in. I don't know, man. He's taken really low. BKB used. He'll turn into a big dragon as the Arc double goes to work, almost taking down the Undying. Undying almost falling. There he goes. And he's going to go for the D-ward. RP goes out onto the Arc Warden, but Rubik gets the lift, and he steals the Skewer. Arc Warden getting a little bit lower, but there's a stun, and he turns things around. It's not even a question. Dragon Knight going forward. Undying's not long for this world. He basically, the Lifestealer out as goodbye to your Necrophos. No chance to do anything. Cut down and slain brutally in the mid lane. Oh my gosh, what happened there? He's gotten out of the base, and the Undying has to buy back to stay in this game. Blink Skewer onto the Dragon Knight. Pretty good, but you don't have any RP, and all the Dragon Knight has to do is BKB, back up, and he's completely fine. HFN taking these heroes down. His Aegis is reclaimed in like 1 second or so. He doesn't really care. There's the regen. Blink to call. Necrophos in trouble. Turned into a pig and wrecked once again. 50 seconds on the sideline. Buyback from Magnus. He'll get the blink to the skewer. I don't even know if that was a blink. He just skewered the axe back to it, and it didn't matter. Buyback from Lina. Buybacks all over the place. As NOPING desperately tried to hold on to any kind of chance they have of surviving in this qualifier. Arc Gordon stunned inside the base, but that's not the real one. That's the Template's double, but it doesn't matter. He does more than enough damage to get the kill on the Undying, looking for a little bit more. Now that's a lot of damage with a blink call by the axe. Go on to 2. Give him 1 Culling Blade. Give him 2 because that's going to be GG. Pain Gaming. Take it in 5 and make it into the minor. What a performance from them.